Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the Hydrofoil Pro Tour 2016 full race video that we're logging into now on YouTube. Minute and 15 seconds. That'd be 45 seconds. Dude, he cruised by close. So anyway, welcome back. That's 1 minute until the start. We're here for the start of race number 14, hanging out, enjoying our time. I'll take that, thank you. And Maxime Nocher managed to get a kite change in. Nico Parlier seems to be intent on participating in this race. And although the boat end, I would say, is favored at this point because we've had this righty kind of develop over the past few minutes, many of the people are set up low and then they'll push high, just as you know you do when you're racing in this kiteboard hydrofoil fleet. You don't want to obstruct anyone as you're sailing through. Barging's a little different in this sailing. I'm going to need to get this. Go for it. Okay, we're going to have some issues here. 3, 2. I forgot my whistle on that one, so I whistled with my lips. Tail Lotus and Titouan. There is a tangle that seems to have gotten sorted between 23 and Theo. So Theo's going to be bummed. He had a tough start in this race after his OCS in the race before. But now they're both up and riding. My personal judgment wouldn't be that that was a serious tangle, but that's for the jury and others to decide. The drone is in the air, and we are live. Live on Mixler, full-time on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a lot of fun. So there they go. Maxime Nocher is on the orange and blue this race. Axel Mazzella on the yellow and white. And Johnny and Nico on the orange and red. Ollie Bridge on the elf in the bottom of your display. So as they go out to that left-hand side, once again, they look headed. So there's a big righty down at the bottom of the course, and then they get up to that left-hand side, and they get a knock. And it's tough to see whether or not that knock is a velocity knock or if that's everybody just finally separating. They're all pinching off the start line and then they start to separate and drop into a bigger groove. But in my view, they're definitely all down on the number that they were on when they started. So they bend around that reef and the lighthouse over to the left of your screen. I'm sorry, it's actually 180 degrees to the display. So Heineken seems to have a bit of a threat here in this race, and there goes Heineken and Parlier at the same time. Bridge is going to go out further. Let's see if Heineken and Parlier end up laying that mark from where they are. There goes Bridge. And boom, there they go. Yeah, Andy was in meetings. He just got back online. So there they go. Heineken has a good, he's poked on Parlier. But the question is whether or not those guys tacking early are going to be able to have enough mow on Bridge to be able to stay ahead. Nocher and Mazzella back in the pocket there. And is that Gruber in there with them, the black kite? Can't really tell. Let's see if I can see. It's either Adrian or Marvin, yeah? Or Florian, yeah? Oh, Florian's on orange, so that's Adrian or Marvin. Cool, good for one of them.
Florian is right behind the Mauritius kite.
Yeah, okay. And boom, they tack. Ollie's in front. Heineken and looking to round in second. and Parlier right behind him. Let's see Parlier put the hammer down on Heineken. Right together they round. And Parlier smacks his kite to try and get that low lane. Let's see what happens. And Masella is around. And boom, there they go. So Ollie well ahead, but still with that higher lane. He just doesn't have that same low lane that the other boys have. Although Johnny seems to be the only one working the lane. There goes Parlier. He jibes over. Ollie gets ready for his jibe. Heineken jibes. Nope, Heineken jibes. Okay, there he goes. He kind of took a long swing on that. So Bridge has himself set up in a good lane. Really nice lane downwind. He's able to protect on both sides. So if he sees a threat from either side, we know that Ollie's, a smart guy. He's probably looking at both these guys and going, where's the threat coming from? Parlier is going to have to soak low. Bridge is going to be high. And let's see if they lay this mark. I think they definitely got it. Here they come. Wow, look at that, those striations in the water. That's one of the coolest parts of this bay, is the coral formations from the current that runs through this lagoon. Coral and kind of seagrass. So Parlier is working low. He does have it. He's laid really far back in his harness. That's an interesting look. Definitely a look of technique. He's really laid back on his board, super far, and he's kind of got a crouch on. That's a different kind of soak mode. Okay, Bridge is going to jibe. He wants to go back out to that left-hand side, and Bridge and Parlier round the buoy together. Followed by Heineken. Heineken tacks and Parlier tacks because they saw that threat from Bridge, and Maxime tacks. Let's see if Mazzella goes. Who's going to go out to the right-hand side? Marvin the Marvelous comes around right behind Mazzella. So that was Marvin. That blue kite up top, and Florian Gruber with John Del Farlbert. And then here's Adrian Geislinger. Adrian Geislinger was wearing his Mauritius sunglasses. For those of you who didn't come to this event, you have missed something major. Everyone got a pair of polarized sunglasses. Sweet ones, too. They say Mauritius on the side of them. Kind of got the blue mirror situation going on. Beautiful. Wow, big righty on right now. So these righty bangers keep coming through the course, and everyone was pretty convinced, even going around the left gate, that it was time to tack when they got around the bottom mark. Left-hand gate, they took a left-hand turn and boom, tacked. So it was just a setup situation. Hello out there to the Hydrofoil Pro Tour Air Mixler stream. I see you out there. Say what's up. What do you got? What do you want to see? Benny will fly his drone anywhere you want. Later. It's really cool watching what's going on this display. And there's Heineken. So Heineken crossed in front of Bridge. And Bridge keeps on going. Heineken tacks. So even though Heineken took a left-hand turn, I guess that does look like the advantaged gate now. Now that we've got a little bit more righty on it. Heineken took a left-hand turn and then tacked right away and was able to cross in front of Bridge. And now they're both on port, rumbling out to that ley line. Is that right? Or is that's Bridge right there, yeah? So Bridge is nosed out on, I think. I think what Johnny just crossed in front of. I got confused on that one, maybe. Looking at the display. But Bridge and Heineken are battling, and then Parlier is over on the right-hand side, just out and to the left of your screen. Parlier comes back. And he tacks. Bridge tacks. And Heineken tacks. So those guys didn't have what they needed against Parlier. Parlier had the superior second beat. Found himself a good clearing lane out of the gate after his left-hand turn. And here comes Parlier. Shabam. As Peter Hurley would say, shebang. Say what's up to my friend Peter Hurley from the Jersey Shore. Shebang. And there goes Parlier to jibe early. So let's see, that's definitely an earlier jibe than we've seen out of most of these runs. But with this righty on, there's going to be a lot of port in this run, you know. So here comes Parlier. If he can lay this pin end, which is further out than the gate was, and I think he jibed even earlier than he did in the last run for the gate. It's pretty hard to gauge where you are relative to, you know, the top of the course up along that reef, because the reef is just really, you know, it doesn't really have much line sight, many line sights. There goes Remy Delahaye. Yeah, Remy! Thumbs up, he says. Fantastic. Well, Parlier, once again, laying down the law. Coming into the finish. Coming into the finishing leg, that is. Parlier is lower and faster than everyone out there. Parlier really legged out on that second beat, and now on the second run, it looks like he's pumping his foil. Pump, 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 he's upright. He's pumping his kite. Let's see if he can get there. Pure technique as he rounds about the pin end of the line to come in for the finish. So here comes Nico Parlier. He's looking at that catamaran and going, get out of the way, man. Catamaran's too close. I don't like that guy. Anyway, Parlier comes through the finish line. He's going to take another race. So every race that he has entered, he has won. Here comes Johnny Heineken in for the finish. That's it for the day. Oh, there's a tangle at the bottom. Axel Mazzella and Maxime Nocher have a tangle at the bottom together. Whoa, that's a bummer. Those two teammates had to deal with each other. But who's on that 19? I didn't notice who ended up picking up the 19 with Matt. It's Titouan. So Titouan comes in with the 19, followed by Gruber. Here comes some cool looking shot. There goes Titouan. Gruber, Jean Defalbert, Adrian Geislinger, Axel Mazzella, and then Maxime Nocher. So those two are going to be bummed. They tangle with each other. I wonder if we see a protest in between those two. And that's it for the day, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Hydrofoil Pro Tour 2016. Look for us tomorrow live. Today we had a 12 o'clock start, a 12:30 start, but the notice of race and sailing instructions said we were going to do a 12 start. But because of the way the tides work out here, we did a 12:30. I anticipate that we're going to be at about a 12:45 or 1 p.m. start tomorrow for the final here of the Hydrofoil Pro Tour 2016. 4, maybe 5 races. Keep these boys and girls rumbling. What a day. What a day. Thank you all for joining us at home. Thanks to the race management team, to the media team. For those of you who have watched this, send in your likes, push the button, hit that button like crazy. Show us that you love us, and then go buy a hydrofoil and a kite and start training, and join us at the next Hydrofoil Pro Tour stop in Perth. Thank you all for joining us. You take care. Bye-bye.